Well, oh my gosh, I am so excited to be talking to you. I have loved you since you were on Housewives of Atlanta.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate
Yes,
that. Yes.
yes. So I was so happy to see you on the Encore when you came and announced this new show. I was so excited.
Oh man. I know, and this show is like so exciting for everyone. Everybody like can't wait to tune in every Wednesday. Such a
Right.
good thing. It was definitely needed.
Right. No, totally. Now, for fans of both Housewives and the Encore, my first question is kind of for those people, what have you been up to in between the time you were on Housewives of Atlanta, between this new show that we're seeing you on?
Well, I started a boutique for busy moms or women on the go that don't really have time to figure out what they want to wear because, like me, I don't have time. I'm not into it. So it's more like sets where you can rock with heels, but if you want to like turn it around and rock that same outfit with flats, you can. So you can switch it up, day wear to night wear. I've also been selling vegan beauty products, naturally based anti-aging cruelty-free products. I'm just like a jack of all trades, and I've just been putting my thing into everything and anything because I just don't like to stay still. So, also me and my husband are marriage ambassadors. I'm sure a lot of people already know that we do our Married for Life walk every year. So during the pandemic, we did it virtually. And we had David and Tamala Mann as special guests. We had Donnie Simpson, and it was so amazing. But next year we're going to do our fifth annual Married for Life walk in person now that the pandemic is over. So we have this beautiful walk that we do where hundreds of couples like join hands and they reaffirm their love for one another. And it's just a really good time. Me and my husband perform. And we're super excited about that. Also, of course, I'm the mom of 3-year-old, almost 4-year-old twin boys. So their birthday's coming up July 14th, and we'll be celebrating in Dominican Republic. I'm so excited about that, too.
Oh, oh my gosh, that's so exciting. How old were they when they were on Housewives?
They actually celebrated their first birthday on
Yes.
one of the episodes of The Housewives. So yes, and now they're going to be 4 in 2 weeks. So yeah,
Oh my
time
gosh.
is definitely flying by.
Yes. Yes. Now, what are they? And I know it's been crazy because of the last year and everything, but are they in school? What have they been up to? I'm sure they've grown so much since everyone's last saw them.
Yes, so they are in school. I actually just put them in school after my husband talked me into it because I was like, I don't want to put my boys in school yet. It just, being extra, cautious about, the pandemic and everything. But we did put them in school, and they've been doing very, very well. And next month they start school where they'll be learning Chinese and Spanish. So they'll be trilingual. We are raising little geniuses over here. So yes, they have been doing very, very well, and I'm looking forward to them, just starting school. The school that they're going to be going to, they teach 2 grade levels ahead. So we're just putting them in there so that, they can continue to, just raise young Black kings that are going to make a difference and just be a part of the global economy and just learn different languages. Because the future is, definitely multilingual, especially with the Chinese language and everything. And, of course, you already know Spanish is a dominant language as well. So they'll be learning both.
That is super exciting. Very cool.
Yes, they'll be trilingual. I'm going to be so jealous. I'm like, dang, I wish I would know a different language. But it's all good. What I don't have, I give it to my kids.
Right. That's awesome. What has your husband been up to since we last saw him on TV?
So he has been doing, of course, shows, busy with shows, with New Edition, Belle Biv DeVoe, and he's also big into real estate. So he has his own real estate company, and they've been making some major moves in the development and commercial side. So that's what he's been doing, music, marriage ambassadors, and also real estate.
Wow, that's awesome. Very, very cool. Well, you're both very busy, so that's always good.
Oh my God, yes.
Yes. Now, with your busy schedule, why did you, just in general, not just because you're busy, but why did you decide to join the cast of this awesome new show, The Encore?
Yes. So 7 years ago, I was a part of the original cast that Carlos King put together, and it was myself, Keely, Fallon and Felicia from Cherish, Aubrey, Farrah, and some other people that were a part of the sizzle reel. So just recently, during the pandemic, a scene with Keely and Farrah leaked, and BET saw it and they picked it up. So Carlos called me and he was like, so BET finally picked up this idea, the sizzle reel, and what we filmed 7 years ago finally, and he asked me to be a part of it. So I was like, oh gosh, that was 7 years ago. Now it's just like, reality TV is kind of, weird. But at the same time, I felt like, since this is something that I love, which is singing, I've been doing since I was 3 years old, and it's about, singing groups, and I've been a part of Blaque since I was 16, been in singing groups since I was like 13. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot and do it.
Wow.
Yeah, I say
yes. That is, oh my gosh, that's really crazy. I forgot. I do remember that something was going around last year with the clip.
Yes.
Wow.
And that was I was
crazy.
A part of the original cast, so they was like, okay, look, we need you again. 7 years later. And this was before the Housewives.
Wow.
And it just happened to come up, and get network to back it up after the Housewives. So, I was like, I have not been singing like I want to, and I felt like this was the perfect opportunity for me to continue to use my gift and my talents. And my husband is always on me, like, you need to sing. During the whole pandemic, he was like, you need to sing, put some YouTube videos out or something. Just continue to use your voice. So when this opportunity came up, I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, this is definitely God saying, okay, it's time to use your voice. And I'm glad that I did it.
Yes, that's great. So from the very beginning of the show, which of the ladies in the house did you hit it off with, and who did you not hit it off with?
Well, I definitely had a connection with Nivea from the beginning, just because, we're both from Atlanta, and we both know the same people. She's been around, people that are close to me, and I've seen her around, and we've, been in passing. So I instantly connected with her because the Atlanta, us both being from Atlanta and having that connection. And so we were actually roommates in the house, which was great. She had me laughing and helped to keep me sane. In the beginning, I wasn't too fond of Keely just because the way that she came in the house, saying that she wanted to be the creative director, and that just threw me off with, as well as most of the other girls as well. So
Right.
that kind of threw me off, because I'm like, we did this together 7 years ago, and you were a part of the group, and the reason why we're here is to make a super group. So what are you doing coming in here like you're going to creative direct the group when you're supposed to be a part of it? And it was almost like she felt like she was too good or too big to be a part of the group, and it just really threw me off really bad. That was kind of crazy.
That was, and that was my other question. But you kind of answered it, but basically, like, how did you feel when she came in and said that? And do you think, I know from what I remember the episode, is that does she do like, is she a creative director now on like a regular basis? Is that maybe why she was coming into the house with that kind of mindset instead of being a performer? Or what was her mindset for even saying that and kind of riling everyone else up?
I'm really not sure. I didn't know that she wanted to be a creative director. She claims that she has been doing creative directing with other music groups and things like that. But I didn't know that, Keely. I know Keely from 3LW, and I know, that you are in a singing group that came, a little bit after Blaque. So, I was just like, I don't need you to be a creative director. I need you to be a part of the group, and that's what we all came here for. Like, I didn't want anybody to feel like they were above the rest of us, because at the end of the day, this is woman empowerment and just coming together to form a supergroup and working together. And I just felt like that was just, kind of just a shock. Just want to be a part of this. You don't want to sing in a group anymore when you come from a singing group. And the whole point of the show was to make a supergroup. So then why are you here if that's not what you
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. I completely understand that.
Right.
Now, with her specifically and kind of in general, early on in the season, there was kind of a division in the house between, and you're kind of, the good thing is from what I see, you're kind of in the mid, you don't pick sides as much as some of the other ladies, which is nice. You're very open, you're very kind. But there was a huge division in the house, and there was a possibility of wanting two different groups and like all of that. What was your reaction when they were talking about possibly splitting the group up and kind of making two different groups and like picking teams?
I hated the idea. It just felt like you were too good to be in the other group. Like, you put, it was Fallon, Felicia, Aubrey, and then the other group, which was Pam, Nivea, and Nisha and Irish. And it was almost like, you're too good you're better than the group. So you want to make sure that the dancers are over here and the groovers are over here, or the singers are over here and the singers are over here, or whatever you want to say. I just didn't like it. Like, we're supposed to show the world that girl groups can make it. And how can we do that if there's division? Like, there's no way to do that. And I never liked that idea. Even when Aubrey and Fallon and Felicia wanted me to be a part of their group, I was very just like, I don't want to do that, just because it just felt like we were dividing when we were supposed to be coming together.
Right. Yes, that's how I felt.
So, and it didn't make sense at all to me. Yeah.
Right.
We are all equal. Like, everybody's equal in that house. Everybody, everybody is blessed with different talents and different gifts. And I just don't look at it like anybody is better than anybody.
Yes. So. Now, speaking of that, they have elected the queen of the house. Now, if you could choose anyone in the house besides yourself, who would you choose as a queen? Or as the queen, I guess.
Oh boy, like I never voted for myself at all, because I actually did not want to be the queen. But I would say I don't know. I just felt like Misha what could have been a great queen, to be quite honest, because she stood up for herself and, she spoke how she felt, and she continued to sing, even though she felt like other people in the house were looking at her and her sister like they can't sing. She continued to show up, and I felt like that shows a lot of strength and courage. So I would say Misha.
Yes. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Now, Now, if you could make an iconic girl group of your own, who would you put, not just in the house, but in general, out of, singers and performers and everything? Which girls would you put in your group, including yourself, obviously, but which other, singers would you put in your group? And you can have as many as you want.
Oh my God! So I love '90s R&B. So that's like my favorite era. So I would definitely say Candy.
Yes.
Coco from SWV. Dawn from In Vogue. Who else? Mila from 702. Myself. I would definitely be a part of the group. And then the lead singer from Jade. Ooh, okay. And Shanice Wilson. Oh my God, that would be great. Oh, and don't forget about Tracy Spencer. She's definitely got to be a part of the group too.
Yes. You should try and make that happen. That'd be cool.
Right. That would be the cool group right there.
Yes. Oh, well, that's good. Now, what can fans expect from the rest of the season? Because, the show so far has done so well. It seems like so many people are talking about it on social media. It's done really well. So what can fans expect from the rest of the season?
More drama.
Yes.
More drama. Definitely. Get ready for a roller coaster ride. And just getting into the lives of some of your favorite female artists and group members, and just seeing, just hearing the music. The music is amazing. Like, you guys definitely want to tune in, because beside all the drama, the music that's being made in that house is freaking insane. Like, it's crazy. And, like, the name of our group is Blueprint. So we will be releasing music from the show. So definitely look out for that. But yeah, just get ready for a roller coaster ride. And it's crazy, but I promise you it's gonna get better.
Yes. Well, the drama is very interesting, but the drama is great, yes. But the singing is good. Like, it's a great combination. Now, will you guys, it's probably too early to tell and all of that, but now that concerts are, happening again, do you think you guys will be going on a tour or something around? That would be really cool to have, like, a tour.
Oh, yes, definitely. We have been talking about touring. Carlos King is just, he loves Blueprint, and we definitely plan to do a tour. Definitely, like I said, release the music and do a tour. So, yes, definitely stay tuned for that.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I'm so glad that the world has opened back up and that entertainment can start happening again, because that's something that we all need. We all need to be entertained. It's such a stress reliever, and it's fun. So yeah, I'm looking forward to touring with Blueprint. I'm looking forward to touring with Blaque, and also working on my solo project.
Oh, very exciting. Very exciting. Now, I have to get into some Housewives stuff, because that, I loved you on Housewives, and I know a lot of other people did as well. So, kind of get into a little bit of that. But I did ask for fan questions on social media, and like an overwhelming amount of people wanted to know. One of the biggest things was, who do you still keep in touch with from Housewives? So we can start with that.
Okay. So I still talk to Nene, Candy, and Portia, and Shamia.
Oh,
my
yeah.
girl.
Oh, my gosh. Yes. Um, and then the other question was that everyone keeps asking is, would you ever want to return to the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Yes, I mean I'm definitely open to returning to our HOA. It just has to be right for our HOA. It just has to be a good move for my family, and it just has to be something that me and my husband agree on, and as long as it's a good move for my family and I, then I'm all for it. I'm not saying that I'll never go back. It's a time and it's a season for everything, so we'll see.
Right. Now, have you kept up with the show at all since after season 11? Do you watch? Do you see clips on social media or anything like that?
No, actually, I have not. Not after season 11. I do see like little clips. Of course, it's hard not to see stuff when social media is like so popular. Right. But yeah, I'm not like watching every episode or even a episode at all. I haven't done that since season 11.
Right. I'm sure. Yeah, it's hard when you're not on the show. I mean, I'm sure it's hard enough to watch it when you're on the show. And deal with
yeah, you have to watch it when you're on the show. Right. Yeah, so yeah. But no, I haven't watched it since season 11.
Yes. Well, during season 11, what do you think in your mind is your favorite moment from your time on the show? It could be on camera or something that maybe fans didn't get to see, or just a favorite moment that you can think of.
So my husband and I threw a couples event where we did it at Old Lady Gang, and it was a bunch of couples that came, and we had our marriage coaches come, and we played games and we slow danced together. Like, when's the last time you actually slow danced with somebody? It was super, super cool. And then like the couples that came, they would talk about the problems and issues that they were having. And we would, give them the tools and things necessary to get through their challenges and overcome them, and just trying to keep couples together and build their bond. And it was all about love, and it was a beautiful event that we did. Cynthia came with Mike, and Candy and Todd came, and I'm trying to think who else came. But yeah, so we filmed this amazing event, and it didn't make the episode at all. But that was my favorite moment of filming during the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 11. But yeah, I guess it was just too beautiful and too much love and not enough drama to make the cut.
Right. That's how it always, unfortunately, that's how it always happens, is if it's not enough drama, they don't usually show it. I understand.
Right. But it was so beautiful. Like,
yes.
It was a beautiful moment. And, I even look at like T.I. and Tiny Family Hustle and how they have beautiful family moments. And it's not about drama or anything. It's, about love and family and the things that they go through. And that works. So I feel like this was along the same lines of, just showing family sticking together and going through things. But yeah, that didn't work out for season 11 of our HOA. But yeah, it's just so beautiful. It was so beautiful. And even the producers and the cameramen that were there, they were like, "Oh my God, this was such a beautiful event. I hope it makes it." And when they said that to me, I was like, "Oh my God, what do you mean? I hope it makes it." This has to make it. Like, why would they film it if it's not going to be on the season or any episode? And when he said that, I guess he was right, because it didn't make it. Like, okay.
Right. Aw.
Yeah.
Now, is there any moment from the season that you either regret or that you wish didn't happen the way it did?
No, not at all.
That's good.
I don't regret anything. No.
Right. That's good.
I
That's
was very real and authentic, and I don't regret not a thing that I did on The Housewives. I feel great about everything.
Yes. Are you friends? I think I saw on social media. Are you friends with Drew Sidora?
Am I friends with her? No. Well, actually, we're just social media friends.
Yes.
Yes. We've never met before, but we support each other as Black women and as entertainers, and just being positive and supporting each other. So yes, we are social media friends, and I really hope that I can meet her in person one day because she seems really, really cool.
Yes, and she just had a very I think it was a good season for her. She had her first season on the show, and I think a good amount of people liked her. So she had rough moments like everyone, but the women came for her style as well. Like a few of them came for you.
They came for her style too?
They did. I guess that's like a thing that they like to do, apparently.
Just like they haze you in the beginning about your style or something.
Right. Well,
oh, wow. I didn't know that. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Well, me and Drew actually use the same stylist, Ryan. Ryan.
Oh, wow.
So amazing. Yes.
Yeah.
So, I'm supposed to meet her, because we're around like the same circle of people. So I look forward to finally just meeting her in person one day because it seems like we would definitely click and get along.
Yes. Now, after you were on Housewives of Atlanta, did you ever watch any of the other Housewives franchises? Were you ever into any of the other cities or know any of the other ladies from the other cities?
I met the other ladies. I know Monique Samuels. I met her. She's my twin. I love her.
Yes.
And I met a few of the other ladies from the Potomac Housewives, but the only one that I do still talk to is Monique Samuels. I never really talked to the other ones. I just met them before because I did the dungeon tour with Candy, and they all came to the show that I think we did in D.C., so I got a chance to meet some of the other ladies.
Oh, yes. Okay, now, yes, I remember that. That's awesome. I love Monique. She is great.
Yes, she is.
Now, you were on the dungeon tour. Now, did you? I mean, you didn't watch this latest season, but the big fun. I guess it was the big fun moment of the season. They had Bolo, the entertainer. Do you know about him?
Yes, he was on the dungeon tour with me when I toured with Candy in 2019. Yep, I know.
Yes,
him.
and he came and did Cynthia's bachelorette party this season, and it was one of the I don't know, it was a really fun episode. The ladies had so much fun. It obviously caused drama and scandal, but I think it was such a fun episode, and it's still talked about.
Oh, wow. Ooh, drama. Wow. Yeah.
Yes. Well, drama, but fun. They had fun. It was great to see the ladies just have fun, especially during COVID, because I know it was hard to film this past season because of all the restrictions and all of that, but they got to go on a little girls' trip and have fun, and he came and surprised them, and Candy put it all together for Cynthia, and oh my gosh, it was just such a fun episode to watch the ladies let loose and all of that.
Oh, wow. I can imagine.
Yes. Now, my last question, there was a fan question that someone asked, and it was good, and I forgot to add it in earlier, but her name is Shalina Turner, and she wanted to know how difficult was it for you to be away from Ron and your twins while you were filming the encore, especially right after, during COVID and all of that. I'm sure it was difficult to be away from them.
Yeah. Yeah, because we were stuck around each other for a year because of the pandemic, and just being so close to them, and then having to leave. Really, the pandemic was still going on, so I left them in February, and I was super sad. I believe I even cried. it was sad because they're just 3 years old, and they love their mommy, and they've been seeing me every single day for a year, and they're super attached to me. So it really hurt me to leave my boys, all three of my boys, my husband.
Yes.
Not my husband, Lord Jesus. But, oh, no, that is my husband. Oh, my God, what the heck am I thinking? Lord Jesus, yes, my husband, my children. It was hard to leave them. But, at the same time, I was like, you know what, I've just got to go do this for a month, and it'll be over before I know it. And I'm going to be singing, which is great. And just to be, just to be back in the studio and, recording and dancing and ultimately putting on, a show, all of those things just kind of motivated me and just kept me going. And also I talked to them every single day while I was in the house. They tried to take our phones, but that ain't work. That did not work. Okay. So I talked to them, FaceTime them every single day, and it just the time went by really fast. So, but yes, it was very, very hard to leave them because when I first left, we had to go to a hotel for 7 days in quarantine before we went into the house. And that was hard, because I'm like, I'm not even filming and I can't see my family. This sucks, So I even celebrated my birthday in quarantine away from them by myself. So yeah, it was hard. But and then when we got into the house, the time went by fast. So, and I was so happy when I finally came home from shooting the show. My boys were so happy. They were like little puppy dogs, when you first come home, and they're like all excited and running all over the place, excited to see. It was just so cool, man. I'm just so grateful for my family, and they were well taken care of. I made sure Daddy had help while I was gone, because it's hard to have little twin toddlers. It's very hard, but he did a great job, and I'm just super grateful for my family and the opportunity to be on the encore.
Right. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. My last question, what did your husband think of the show now that he's watching it and seeing kind of what happened while you were away?
Okay, so the encore comes on at 10 o'clock at night, and that is when we're putting the boys to bed. We're trying to get them together. So he watched the first episode, but he has to binge watch the next 4 episodes because, he hasn't been able to. But so far, so good. He loves the first episode. He loves the music, and he's just super supportive of it. So, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, congratulations on everything, especially everything going on right now and the future and your family. All of that is so awesome. I'm so happy for you. But yeah, it was such an honor to speak with you.
Yes, it was so nice speaking with you as well.
Yes. Well, thank you. Have fun on your vacation and enjoy it.
Oh, yes, we will. Much needed. Thank you so much.